It's the new Viva, the new small car from Vauxhall. An engine size of 1 litres, 63 miles to the gallon, and a top speed of 106 miles an hour.
Whoa. This isn't 1963, this is a brand new car. You see, whilst the name Viva does date back to the 60s and 70s, this is totally new and it goes up against some very established city car competition.
It goes up against cars like the VW Up, Skoda Citigo, Seat Mii, Toyota Aygo and Carbuyer's favourite, the Hyundai i10. It also joins the Corsa and the fashionable Adam in Vauxhall's small car range.
The Adam is a case in point. It's designed to appeal to the young at heart with its million-strong options list, whereas the Viva is designed to be simpler, more down to earth. So there's none of the Adam's quirky design in here. It's almost as though Vauxhall's designers didn't let their imaginations run wild when they were styling the Viva. It's all very sensible and logically laid out. It feels a bit roomier than the Adam though. There's good visibility, and even though the wheel doesn't adjust full reach, you can still get a very comfortable driving position. The only real problem in here is the fact that there's not much storage. I mean, there is a glove box where I can just about fit a large packet of crisps. There's a little place down here for my wallet, but the 2 cup holders here really don't fit large bottles of water, so you end up slinging it in there. The door bins aren't that big either. I mean, I've managed to fit an iPad in here and some sweets, but that's pretty much it.
There's just a handful of trims to choose from. Entry-level SE, like we have here, gets electric front windows, cruise control and a radio with an MP3 port. SE AC gets aircon, and SL adds climate control, Bluetooth phone connectivity, a leather-wrapped steering wheel and 15-inch alloys. There's also a more efficient ecoFLEX version that gets a wind-cheating body kit but does without air conditioning.
The Viva is one of the more practical cars in the city car class, largely because it's a 5-door and the doors open wide enough, and once you're inside there's a decent amount of knee room. This seat is set up for my driving position. I'm just under 5'11" and I've got that much space. If I sit upright, I've got a decent amount of headroom too. You can just about fit 3 people side by side, although the middle person will feel a little bit shortchanged because it's not much shoulder room, but there's a small transmission tunnel to climb over and there's a good amount of foot room. Now, if you need to carry extra large loads, you can easily do that by folding up this squab, pulling down on the toggle, and then fold this down. You've got quite a flat loading area. There's a bit of a step in the floor there, but generally speaking for a city car it's not too bad. One bad thing about sitting back here is the fact there are no door bins, and also you do get keep fit windows, but it is a city car after all, and I'm probably asking a bit too much of it. Now after that, you're probably expecting me to say the boot is going to be pretty large, but it isn't. Now if I open up the tailgate, the load lip is pretty high, the opening is pretty narrow, and I can only just about fit a large suitcase in here. In fact, with the seats up, there's 40 litres less than you'd get in a Skoda Citigo. Having said that, you can fold the seats all the way down, and they do so 60/40, giving you 1,000 litres of boot space, which for a car of this size is pretty good. In keeping with the Viva's sensible rationale, there's just one engine, a 73 brake horsepower, 1 litre, 3-cylinder petrol engine. And it's quite good, it's smooth, and surprisingly for such a small city car, the vibrations don't travel through the pedal.
Factor in light and accurate steering, the precise 5-speed gearbox, and the fact that around the city it feels really zippy, the Viva scores some brownie points.
Where it does lose some points though is performance. Around town it's zippy and eager enough, but when you hit the motorway, that lack of a turbo really does affect performance. You really have to rev it to get the most out of it. It takes 13 seconds to get to 62 miles an hour. Having said that, that is on par with other non-turboed 1 litre city cars such as the Suzuki Celerio for instance.
Once up to speed, the Viva feels unsettled and buzzy. The also unturboed Hyundai i10 1 litre feels more resolved at speed. And while on paper the Viva looks more economical than the i10, in the real world the Viva doesn't get anywhere near its claimed MPG figures.
Vauxhall says this 1 litre SE should return 62.8 mpg, but we've been getting 45.7 mpg. Road tax is also £20 a year for this model. If you want free tax, you'll have to go for the ecoFLEX model, as its 99 grams per kilometre CO2 figure means it's tax exempt. The interior also feels low rent and plasticky, even by city car standards. And when you park the Viva next to its competition, cars like the Renault Twingo and VW Up, the Vauxhall looks a little bit dumpy. The Viva name may be old, but the car it's been attached to for the 21st century is modern. It covers all the bases well and it's reasonably priced. It's just that it doesn't excel in any one particular area. But if you're interested in buying the Viva, you need to check out its rivals, and you can do so by clicking the video on the left for our review of the Hyundai i10, or the video on the right for our review of the Renault Twingo. Click at the top for our latest video and on our logo to subscribe.